Alrighty, as promised, there's only 2 games in the NHL tonight, so I'm not going to be doing the timestamps because it's only 2 games. It should be a short video, right? And honestly, it's put up or shut up time for the San Jose Sharks, and I know they've got massive injuries. Carlson, they could absorb that one. Pavelski really is the engine that drives the offense, and with Couture out last night, it's getting kind of thin up front when it comes to that top level talent for the San Jose Sharks. So they're 43-23-8. They're on the second half of a back-to-back, and they're in against the Anaheim Ducks, who are 30-36-9. Currently, San Jose is 5 points behind Calgary. They're only 5 points ahead of Vegas now. And the Anaheim Ducks are 9 points out of the playoffs. So the Ducks are playing spoiler. Now, over their last 6 games, last night, of course, San Jose loses in LA. 4-2, and that was after losing all 3 on a homestand. At home against Vegas, 7-3. And against Nashville, 4-2, and against Florida, 4-2 as well. Before that, they were in Winnipeg. They won 5-4. Before that, they were in Minnesota. They won 3-0. Remember, at the end of that Winnipeg game, they're all kind of going, all right, it looks like they're going to finish first. Looks like they're contenders. Here we go. Week and a half later, and no, things have kind of fallen apart for them. On the Anaheim side of things, it's been kind of up and down. They lost their last game 3-0 at home against Winnipeg. At home to Florida, they won 3-2. Prior to that, they won in Colorado 5-3. They lost in Arizona 6-1. They won at home against Nashville 3-2, and versus LA, they lost 3-2. So the LA Kings getting the better of the California teams over the last few weeks, anyways. And as I said, 9 points back. Anaheim's just playing spoiler, but they're getting better. Really helps having the GM behind the bench going, hey, be a shame if you didn't have a job next year, wouldn't it? Do you want to be the Toby of this team? Do you? Get out there. And that's a thing now. Thanks, Bob Nicholson. So scoring over their last 10 games. Timo Meier, 6 goals, 2 assists for the San Jose Sharks. Nyquist, 3 goals, 2 assists. Hurdle, 4 goals, 4 assists. Donskoy, 5 assists, and Kevin Labanc with 2 goals and 5 assists. Burns, 6 assists. Heed with 5 assists on the blue line. Now, on the Anaheim side, when you look at the scoring, Getzlaf, 2 goals, 5 assists. He's been playing pretty well lately. Sprong, 4 goals and an assist. Raquel, 2 goals, 5 assists. Henrique, 5 goals and an assist. Derek Grant with an assist. Fowler, a goal and 5 assists. And Jacob Megna, goal and 2 assists for him on the blue line. Goaltenders, no confirmation. Dell, I guess. He's 1-1 in their last 10 with an .873 save percentage. Jones is 5-3 over that period with a .908 save percentage. On the Anaheim side, Gibson's 5-2 over their last 10 with a .924, and I expect him here. Miller's 1-2 with an .861 save percentage. San Jose has won 2 out of 3 meetings between these teams. They're trying to make it 3 out of 4. Let's see how they do tonight. Now, the other matchup is an East-West matchup. Now, the Minnesota Wild, who really kind of needed to get out on the road after an iffy homestand, well, it didn't start well, and now they go in against the Washington Capitals. So the Minnesota Wild right now, 34-31-9. They're 1 point back of a playoff spot, but they're 1 point behind both Colorado and Arizona. And, of course, this is why this time of year it gets tricky, because some of these teams are going to play each other. For example, Chicago and Colorado play each other twice, back-to-backs. That's going to tell us a lot about what's going on. And it leaves Minnesota without a team to cheer for in those matchups. All you're cheering for if you're a Minnesota fan at that point is no 3-point games, which means they'll probably both be 3-point games, right? They're in against the Capitals, who are 43-23-8, the exact same record as San Jose. They're 3 points ahead of the Islanders and Pittsburgh. They're also 7 points ahead of Carolina for that first place spot. So they're pretty much guaranteed a top 3 spot, and barring some kind of a disaster, they should be first or second. I'm not counting Pittsburgh out. I'm just not. Now, when you look at their last 6 games, Minnesota lost versus... Oh, no, they've had this mediocre homestand. I was reading this in chronological. Of course, I do it reverse chronological, right? They lost versus Colorado 3-1. They lost versus the Islanders 3-2. They won versus the Rangers 5-2, a Rangers team that was tired and beat up after a long road trip. They lost versus Dallas 4-1. They lost versus San Jose 3-0. They lost at Florida 6-2. So over their last 6, they've won 1. This is how they've ended up right back outside a playoff spot, and all of the good feelings from right after the trade deadline kind of gone right now. On the Washington side of things, the record's really good as long as they don't have to play Tampa. Their most recent game, they lost 5-4 to Tampa, of course. They beat New Jersey in New Jersey 4-1. They lost at Tampa 6-3. They beat Philly 5-2 in Philly. They lost at Pittsburgh 5-3, and they beat Winnipeg at home 3-1. So for Washington, it's been an up and down time. For Minnesota, it's been mostly down over the last couple of weeks. Over the last 10 games, Fiala's got 2 goals, 2 assists. Donato with 3 goals, 4 assists. Stahl, 2 goals, 4 assists. Parise, 2 goals and 2 assists. Zucker, 5 goals, 2 assists. Spurgeon with 2 goals, 2 assists. And Brodin has a single assist for the Minnesota Wild Blue Line. On the Washington side of things, Ovechkin, 4 goals, 5 assists. Wilson with 3 goals and an assist. Vrana, 3 goals, 2 assists. Oshie, 2 goals and 5 assists. Hagelin, 3 goals, 5 assists. Carlson, 2 goals, 6 assists. And Orlov with 6 assists to round things out for the Washington Blue Line. Now, starting goalies, no confirmation for Minnesota. There is a confirmation for Washington. On the Minnesota side, I expect Dubnyk. He's 3-4-1 in their last 10 with a .913 save percentage. Stalock's 0-0-2 with a .906 save percentage. On the Washington side of things, Holtby's 5-2-1 with a .902 save percentage. He's confirmed as the starter tonight. And over their last 10, Copley is 2-0-0 with a .964 save percentage. Washington won this meeting in Minnesota this year. Minnesota, who have been better on the road than at home, are going to be looking to continue to show that with this meeting with the Washington Capitals. And really, it's the one thing I will say for Minnesota. If they can somehow get that second wildcard spot, they're a better road team than a home team. And since they would be starting the playoffs on the road, that might work to their benefit. That being said, if they miss the playoffs, we'll see what they do this summer. There you go. You're all set for the 2 games tonight. Let me know your picks. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just tapped upon this video. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon.